I think we're streaming. I've got some music on, probably probably gonna get me copyright struck, but I don't care because I'm not making money from this anyway. So, here's what we're working with. I need to turn the audio down a little bit. The general purpose idea is I want to design my own custom top hat for 3D printing stuff, or for a Voron specifically. So there's this idea that you can, well, there's a problem that umbilical printers have, which I will, let's see, I'll just show a picture of an existing top hat design, because that'll make more sense. So the general idea is this extra structure right here, to give you an additional, can I make that real big? Yeah, make this structure up here so that you can have some extra volume up top for your E-chain and umbilical and all that stuff. It'll let me do some other fun things like have an inlet for filament and other things on the backside, and I want to do a custom one because why not? Because I can. I don't want to use someone else's design. So this is what I worked up in like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes-ish last night or the night before. And I realized one of my problems for sure is that I don't really need to model all this all at once. I can do it in just like one of these sections, mirror it, mirror it, mirror it. So I can, you know, drastically reduce my workload. So I think first thing to do is probably come into my master sketch. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do a new part. I don't think there's any reason to duplicate this. And we'll save this in the same spot. New top hat. Just call it that. I will go back here and pull some dimensions though from my first sketch. 470 and 20. So we'll come up here to the top plane and make a quick sketch. I guess it won't easily let me make those coincident. So this should be 470 over 2. And this should be 20. And this should be 470 over 2. Go 20 millimeters down, just so I have a reference. And yeah, that should be enough. So, first thing that I wanted to do is, like, I know roughly that I want the pieces to be, I think, equal maximum length, or equal, like, bounding box length. So I had to do a little bit of silliness with that. I'm going to come back to my other one and use this sketch here, copy that, come to the top plane, and paste it. And it'll be undefined at first because it's not coincident to the origin, but pop that on there and then we're good. So this will be, what's this distance? 170, I think? Oh, right, okay, so I forgot that I have to, gotta do the other thing as well. This sketch down in here controls some stuff about the shape of the T-slots, and I think it's probably, you know, maybe I just have, yeah, hang on, let's just copy this wholesale. Continue with copy operation. Actually, here's what I'll do. Close this, don't save. Save this guy as the new top hat. Replace it, yes. Delete all this other stuff that I don't need. Actually, wait, I want this last one. Do you want to get rid of that? This extruded surface will complain for a sec. That's fine. I'll tell him. Be like 100 millimeters long. That'll be good enough for now. Go back up here. Let's say top plane, features, extruded cut. So I can really easily make sure that this guy over here is 45 degrees by just making these two the same. And we'll make that 14 just because it's easy. Features, extruded cut, through all, flip side cut. That'll get rid of everything except this little section that I care about. I also don't need that. I don't think I need that either. And I think I want this one to not be transparent. So this is roughly what we're working with. I want to put a section of top hat on top of this guy. So I've already got this, which which I'm going to make transparent just so that I have some references. And I think that's enough information. I almost don't even need this. I could probably... Let's suppress it for now, since the showing the sketch will be enough. Let's start from the top plane, and I'm going to make a rough idea of what I want this to look like. So, come over here, stick out 45-ish. Say I want these to be right there, and I want this guy to come a millimeter past this edge. That's just the number that I'm choosing to have here. Make that linear, and then let's say extruded up 3 millimeters and don't merge. So that's roughly our base plate. So now we'll say sketch, or yeah, let's do an extruded boss from this guy, or actually planning sketch on here. I know I want some number of points on here to control where my bolt holes are, and I want them to be roughly equally spaced so that all my spots end up the same distance apart. This is really dramatic music. Let's get to the next one. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Stream is running, but, okay, there we go. I didn't have the view up in OBS, so it's on me. I happen to know that I want this guy to be... Oop, come on. Collinear with... Drag this down up here and show this one. I know I want the control sort of location for like where the center line of these bolt holes is to be coincident with the center line of the rod. So we'll do that. And we'll also convert this guy and make him construction and make these two symmetrical across him, which puts him in the same spot. And then if I make these the same length, then those are now tied. So that gives me a nice, easy way to control where my bolt holes are. That's nice and defined. I arbitrarily decided earlier that I would like this to line up with this edge, and that I want it to be maybe 20 millimeters long. That just seems about right in my head for how far that should be. So with that information, why is that? Oh, it's because those aren't defined yet. Right. Okay. Let's give these a guy. This guy's distance like 50 mils. And then, just as an example one, I have to do, because this is roughly what I want to do. I want two curves here. I want them to be equal. I want them to be tangent to the end. And I want them to be tangent to both ends. So they look kind of like that. And maybe I'll bring this down to like 15 or something, because these are going to be only probably M3s holding this thing down. Let's say, rather than controlling the radii of those directly, let's say I want to be 10 millimeter long transitions. I could probably even bring this down even more, actually. Have those be a little longer for, you know, cuteness. And then I end up with a split in the middle here between these two, and I'll do some mirroring stuff once I make all this solid. So having that as a control sketch, let's hide the extra view. And I think I can hide this upper sketch now. Some of these other sketches too. That's really all the information I need to draw the rest of the base. So let's go ahead and extrude, extrude, and convert these guys. Make that guy, and mirror. Convert this one. Deselect that guy. Oops. So many extra sketches here. Select everything except that one. Mirror it again. Show this guy for a sec so I can come up top and pop down an extra mirror line. Let's select all those. Oops. Not you. And mirror again. There we go. And I realized I forgot to include backlines. Oh hey! and that mirroring has shown me an issue. Can't actually have those that close, or I can't have those that long. So I'll exit this sketch for a sec. And rather than making any modifications or finishing a boss extrude now, I'm going to come back, I'm going to exit that sketch, I'm going to come to this sketch and say, hey, be a little smaller. And that looks better. That looks tolerable. Yeah, I think that'll work. So let's do extrude. Oh, it by default went to, okay. So I do actually have to come back here and draw some lines on here to make these closed profiles, because otherwise the extrude's going to default to thin feature. That would be kind of annoying. So extruded, other direction, up to next. Can I do that? Actually, let's do up to surface. Just pick this one. Do not merge with everybody, but just that one, please. Cool. There's some extensions. Now I have to ponder the dimensions of the sort of the overall dealio. So I think I have to come back before this cut, and I have to be. Somebody text me? Yes. Okay. Not important. The total overall size of the top glass, or I guess plexiglass actually, is the exterior size of this. So I could quickly grab a, convert entities or something, and that work. Convert entities? Come on. I don't know. It's not letting me convert. That's fine. Oh, you know what? I don't even need that. I can just say, I think I'm on the right plane there? Yeah, sketch. So, I know that's where our corner is. I know I need to have some feature up here. And I want this extent to be coincident with that guy. And I want this extent to be coincident with this guy. And I want this one to be coplanar with that guy. Because that'll be, well, rather than having it be coplanar, let's give myself a little bit of room there. Maybe like 0.5 millimeters is probably fine. And then I can come back here, grab that edge, and say, I want you to be, 6-inch tall top hat. Why not? And I think this is not this height, like up to the total height of the glass, is like 4 millimeters. But there's an argument to be made that it could be a little bit lower. I think I'm gonna not worry about that right now, and I will cut away later when I need to do. I should show these actually because they're really cool. Voron. Closure. Snaps. Snap latches. I think these are the ones. Richard James snap latches. Here we go. Yeah, so some guy designed these printable snap latches. Freaking awesome. Phenomenal design. I've got, I think, 8 of them so far, and I just haven't gotten around to assembling the rest of mine for my other side panels, but far and away the best way to, that I've found anyway, besides like all magnetic, which requires like 300 magnets. Someone did a design, but I don't have 300 magnets, or cannot be bothered to print that many. So I'm going to use these instead because they're very simple and they work really well. So eventually I will integrate those in by just having, since they're designed to fit down into T-slot, I'm just going to modify the top of this so that it pretends to be T-slot for the sake of those parts. Let's do a surface extrude up to surface, and let's come to this surface, just in case I break it later. I'll do a quick planar surface because I happen to know that I want the inside to be planar. Pick those two and say yep, and another planar surface, and I just pick all these edges. Oh, do a non-planar. What do you mean non-planar? Oh, open selection. That's fair. I don't want to resolve that. boundary surface? I hope it makes a flat one. I guess we'll find out. Oh boy, really doesn't like making a surface like that. Selection manager. Open edge. Okay. You are one surface. Add another direction over here. Verge tangent faces. Is it planar? If I measure the... Yes, it is planar. That is grody, and a bad way to do that, and no one should do that. However, it is what I'm going to do because I'm lazy. So... you know what? Hang on. Let's walk this back a little bit. If I take this sketch, and I add some extra lines here. Say, here's a sketch, extruded boss, to here, merge results, but not with auto select, just this guy. Yeah, that's basically what I wanted. I was just sort of first principlesing it for no reason. Let's do a quick... Actually, I think... Do I want those to come up a lot higher? I kind of do want those to be taller, but I also need some clearance around the fasteners, so... Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to... Let's start from this guy. So we'll take a sketch at this point, or on this plane, and do a quick... Oops. Like that. And I'm going to put a circle on here, and make that big enough for... Let's see, a socket head cap screw is... how tall is a socket head cap screw? I should know this. Or head diameter is 5.5 millimeters, so we'll make this like 7 millimeters. Drag this up and over here, make that tangent. Add a quick line here, make that vertical so that we know it's beneath. Make that horizontal. Then we'll can't select through it. Make those go linear. And I feel like I want that to be a swept out cut, so that's what I'm gonna do. Do that. Vertical. Just make those equal because this guy's exact width isn't important, but he's gonna be my revolve line. So I'm going to do some quick maths and say your construction line, your tangent to there, and where of this line touching this guy, so we'll make him coplanar there. What is the distance between here and here? We'll set that to be 40 millimeters, and I think the way that'll work, I think if I did this correctly, when I set this guy as the revolve cut point, and say just 90 degrees, auto select just this one. If we measure, we measure between there and there, pretty close to 40 millimeters. Not exactly, for some reason that I cannot determine. Hang on, let me... Whoops. This would be like a round number of millimeters, I think 60 exactly. This should be exactly 60 millimeters, or 40 millimeters. There we go. Okay, yeah, so it is 40 millimeters, which is good. That's what I wanted. That also looks bad, but I'm gonna not worry about it too much. So now we just sketch-driven pattern. Say selections, those points, please. Best feature. And what? So selected point. That point. Thank you. And there we go. Cool. There's our cuts. Now I'm gonna do, we're gonna do an offset curve. Oh wait, no, I need to split these too. Yet. I think I want those. Yeah, I think I do have to split them now, actually. That's suppressed, but you need to be taller. This needs to be like 200 millimeters or something. Now we'll do intersect. Selections, these two. Do not merge, but do consume surfaces. Now they're two separate ones. I've just realized that's going to be kind of annoying. Because I have to... This is all duplicated work that matches this section functionally exactly. Not quite exactly, but close enough, I think. How wide are those? Okay, I'm going to do a quick experiment here. Why do I not have just the parts for those? Hang on. Pieces of one of these little snap latches. This little guy, and I'm going to use him really quick for forgetting where my crummy plastic calipers are. 43, 44 by 24. So we'll say 44 by 24. And then we'll do a quick extrude. And there. And make these the same. 44. 24. I want to be in the middle of this line. Mostly I want to figure out, you know, is this a satisfying location for these clamps? And it merged everything. Do not actually merge that, please. That is very annoying. Alright, we're going to do some silly mirroring stuff now. Mirror face. This one features to mirror. Actually, we'll do bodies to mirror because I don't particularly care that these match. Oh gosh. Bodies to mirror. Mirroring all the bodies. Mirror. Right plane. More bodies. Oops, not that one, please. Okay. And I forgot to include these guys. Basically, are these in a satisfying location relative to the corner to keep it clamped down? Especially if I avoid duplicating these guys. And I only do it... Oh gosh, that really doesn't look like enough, does it? Because I really want to have them... I want to have them in the middle here, on these middle sections. Yeah, I think I just can't have those be perfect mirrors, so... Oh well. Happens. Okay, so back up before all that. Screw it, I can just print more. They're really cheap. If I have 12 of them per, if I have 12 of them on the top side and 8 per the bottom, per the sides, that's just fine. I can live with that. So we're gonna switch to working on just this guy and make him a mirror. So isolate. Cool. Let's do an extruded cut. This guy. Corner rectangle of some sort. Actually, I guess I kind of have to shell it, don't I? Yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens if I discard changes and exit. Shell, 5 mils. That really broke it. Why did that break it so bad? Check body, failing faces. None of them are failing. Why are you failing? Okay. So I guess I gotta do this before I do that cut. Oh, but I need to have the intersect before that cut then. Valid feature for patterning. Okay, fine. Pattern it, and then rather than doing the intersect, get rid of all this other stuff down here. This is really crummy modeling practice, by the way. I'm just very much ham-fisting this. Don't have that intersect yet. Oh, I need to do it as a cut, probably. Sketch. I'm gonna do this really lazily. Convert this whole face and extrude, cut it out. Just zoop. Easy. That's so lazy. Okay. How do I want to do this? Let's do it from this face. Sketch. Convert these two. What is this? What am I listening to? May You Never Forget Me by Tamachi. Seems pretty weird. I'm gonna skip it. Oh gosh, I should be watching the hours. Can I not watch my current stream? Oh no, there it is. Okay, let's trimmed as construction. Oh gosh, okay, I'm just gonna, no, let's get rid of all these. Which means it is gonna break in interesting ways later, but I'm just gonna not worry about that. Okay, parallel back there, parallel. Ooh, wait, I'm gonna do this in the cool kid way. Do this with the line here, make him construction. Do this with a line here, make him, whoop, come on, select the right thing, please. Make you perpendicular, and then I'll select you, and you, and you, and make you all equal. And also 5 millimeters thick. Let's say 8 millimeters. Should be enough. And I just realized I cut in the wrong direction. Shit. Hang on. Select chain. And just make that side solid. And then do we invert that? Not super clean. Extruded cut. So we're gonna flip direction and go. Can I do offset from a surface? Surface? I'd like to go from here, but I want to be offset from the surface some, which is a little annoying. Gosh. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to be ugly about it for right now. Do it as an offset. Offset from surface. This surface, 8 millimeters. Let's hope reverse offset does the right thing. Nope. Oh, wait. I need to pick that face. Pick one of the pink category. Hey, that looks kind of right. That's kind of what I was going for. So now we'll do... can I do intro to feature? 5 millimeter? That seems alright-ish. Looks kind of ugly if I'm honest, but not really that important, so. Between right feature, 3 millimeters? Gosh, man, these are really pretty busted, so. Dang it, okay. Is this the one that's breaking? No. That's what's breaking? No. That one's not breaking. Oh, need to be chamfer actually. You know what? I want these bigger. These are a lot bigger. I want them like 10. Oh, they break. Whoops. Yeah, I think, yeah, let's do this as 2 stages. So let's get our corner fillets in. Oh, no, that's going by surface. Okay. Let's have this be like 20 millimeters. And then pick these guys up, make it pretty small. And then we're gonna pick these and go 20. Say setback parameters, fill-in options, keep surface, and corners. Gosh, that's kind of annoying that those won't propagate correctly. 10. Oh, hey, that works. Oh, I bet it's when it goes past that barrier that it freaks out. Yeah, that's gotta be it. That's kind of an okay representation of the panel. That's roughly what I was looking for. So now if I need to cut that guy in half the middle and mirror him over. So what's that last fillet doing? How's the tree look if I shorten it up? It's still ugly, but whatever. Yeah, let's throw in a quick little chamfer on this guy too. Like 2 mils or something. Little small one, little baby. Is it gonna puke? Is it gonna puke? Hey, that one didn't puke. I have 3 mils even. That one does puke. Yeah, there we go. That looks okay. Bump this up to like 5 as well. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice looking panel. Like that. This doesn't cause me anxiety. Crucially. Yeah. Looks decent. So. Oh, hey, viewers. My goodness. If you have questions, just ask. This is mostly for my own amusement. So. I thought I'd make this up here. 3 mils apart? 4 mils apart? Let's put that up to like 4 mils. And unfortunately, because I'm a dummy... Oh, you know what? I bet I could just... Hang on, where's that cut split? Let's change the sketch plane to here. That will break things for a sec. Oh, hey, it didn't break things. That's baffling. Let's set the offset to 8. Or can I set it to... Do you want it sketch 18? I think I can just set it to that one. And then it'll be the same... Yeah, there we go. End face does not terminate. Oh, whoops. Reverse offset. Okay, I don't actually know which direction it's going now. Keep all bodies? Oh, whoops. Yeah, okay, so I have the offset set wrong at the start. So this offset needs to be negative, I think. Yeah, okay. There we go. Just flipping parameters back and forth. So, yeah. What do we got? So this looks okay now. Broadly okay with this, as a starting point. I think now is I do kind of want some way to tie the panels together because they are like 6 inches long, which is long enough that it'll present issues if I don't bolt them together a little bit. And I think probably just one is enough for that, but I'm not completely confident. And it's going to be different per side, too, which is kind of annoying. Or I could just not. I guess I don't strictly have to bolt them together. But it is kind of the more responsible thing, and I really ought to have some sort of labyrinth connection in between them so they fit together nicely. Otherwise, they may not. Otherwise, they'll look a little bit ugly where they connect. Yeah, alright. So let's... Do I suppress that? Oh, that suppresses a whole lot of things. Unsuppress. Let's just hide you. That's easy. Where's that earlier sketch that I was using for drawing, like, before the whole patterns? Oh, you know what? I'm going to name a whole bunch of things right now. So this is the master extrusion sketch. This is the extrusion... First extrusion cut. What was I using this plane for? Oh, that's just the right plane, I think. Yeah, that is just the right plane. Get right plane for some reason. And then this is the T-slot cut section. Somebody's texting me. Oh no, that's just a reminder for a birthday party to go to. This is T-slot cut. And what is this? This is cut to 1/8 section. And this is, or no, sorry, this is kind of the 1/8 section sketch. And that is the section itself. This is the subsection mirror sketch. Subsection mirror planes, or actually subsection division planes. Sketch. This guy is the simple footprint sketch. Simple footprint extrusion. Yeah, that looks right, because that was the first base, and then this one was the rough or whole location control sketch. Locatio, is I think how you pronounce that. Whoops. Sign into chat. Oh, was I not signed into chat? Could I not see chat messages? Oh no, I'm looking at the other window and I can't see chat messages, but there's just nothing going on. That's fine. So that's the whole location control sketch, and this is the footpad sketch. This is the... Oh, you know what? I should make sure that these are like a reasonable length. 10 millimeters? Perfect. That is like just the right distance, I think, to use regular hammer nuts. So don't have to worry about that at all, which is nice. And this is the footpad extrusion. Well, not extrusion, but extrude. Extrusion should be limited to just parts that are like this guy, that are the actual extrusion pieces. This sketch is the wall section sketch. What is this? Oh yeah, this is the wall section extrusion. And this is, what was this? Oh, this is the fastener head clearance sketch. And copy the name. Fastener head clearance cut. I'll even call it the cut revolve because it is a revolved cut. Pattern, fastener head clearance. What is this for? Oh, this is really lazy trim sketch. As it is, if I can type. Extraordinarily lazy trim cut. Getting a sequence of exciting text messages. Yeah, a sequence of really exciting text messages. Really exciting text messages. One sec, I should sort of text messages you should answer. Yeah, sorry to just interrupt the stream, but yeah, important text messages. Okay, no, head in the game. Okay, actual get back in the game. Just text messages worth answering. Alright, so reason for naming this stuff, going through this, this one is the volume reduction sketch. You know what? I don't need to reduce the volume at all. And if I do, I want to do it by like only a millimeter or something. So here's what we're going to do. We're not going to define the length of that. I'm going to say this is like 1 millimeter. And then that breaks everything. Awesome. Okay, what if it was like 3 millimeters? Whoops, that's not right. Oh gosh, no, it actually that does break that. Okay, so 5 millimeters. Okay, that works. I do. Yeah, hang on. Let's have this be offset from. I gotta change the plane again, unfortunately. But I think what I want this to be is this offset should be. So if we bring this down to 2, now this shouldn't break. Okay, but it's in roughly the right location now, which is a start. Why is this failing now? Is it because this is too big? 10 millimeters? Yeah, doesn't fit. That's annoying. Okay, so I should probably do this cut a different way, honestly, which is unfortunate. Hang on. Friends asking me if streaming is lucrative, to which the answer is no. God, no, of course not. Why would it be? What am I trying to do right now? So I've got this cut in the side. I want like some cut in the side of some flavor, but I don't like any of the ways that I'm doing it right now. So I think what I need to do is I need to do offset surface. No, offset surface. I'm gonna pick this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and say B 5 millimeters, but not this last one, not this last guy. You don't get to be 5 millimeters. And flip the direction. Okay, that looks roughly correct. Oh, this is a good song. Offset surface. I want to be like 3 millimeters away from this. Or even 5 millimeters, I think. Oh, hang on. And I need to be... This offset surface needs to be like 1 millimeter. And the other direction. And then I need to hide this guy and these ones. And unhide, whoop, hide you, unhide you. And then offset surface, say 0. And go back to the other offset surface command. Say don't actually, whoops. The first one, and say don't offset this surface. I don't actually care about him. But this, I think this is enough. Can I make it closed volume with that? Intersects, I guess? I don't know. I don't actually know if I can do that with this. Create internal regions, cap planar openings. Closed volume could not be determined. Create both. Let's do untrim. And I'm just gonna kind of get nutty with it. I'm just gonna go, you're all now much longer. Build to, oh, don't merge. Yeah. Build to, what? Only 50%? Oh, God, okay. I think it's comprehensible what I'm trying to do. I'm just really bad at it because I never use surfaces. Just getting lots of questions from our friend who doesn't want to talk in chat, I guess, about what I'm designing. What do I want to go about this? Planar, screw it. We're just gonna start getting real. Oh, non-planar or open selection. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, can I at least untrim these guys? Failed to merge with original. Yeah, what if I just didn't edge untrim? Connect edges. Extend edges? Oh my gosh. 5%? Extend connect endpoints, maybe? Oh, goodness. Okay, on account of I am spending half of my time texting and not most of my time paying attention to the stream, and also there's no chat, I'm just gonna dip. Thank you if you watched. If you have questions about this project later down the line, just bother me in the comments or something, and I will put this up. The eventual goal is going to be easy mounting points for these little, you know, clippy style, over center style clips, and a mount for, probably I'm going to end up designing my own mount to hold a trad rack on the back. That's the other impetus for this, is I don't want to use someone else's design because I don't have to buy extra 80/20, and I don't want to have to use someone else's, like, I don't want to have to use extra 80/20 mostly, is most of it. So, like, ABS is cheaper than 80/20, I can print a lot of it, won't take me very long. Yeah, that's all I've got. How long did this end up going for before I killed it? 50 minutes. Halfway decent. Yeah, thanks for watching all the way through. If for some reason you did after the fact, couldn't tell you why. Go do something better. Yeah, thanks. Bye.